My first guest is known throughout the land as the Dean of Local Sports from WNDU Channel 16. Please welcome Jeff Jeffers. Jeff.
I save time.
Yeah, man.
4-minute segments. That's what we love.
So
That's what we love.
Have you seen the show before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so you know what's coming
I saw
next.
your first show.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I saw your first guest.
And you're willing? Yeah, and the first guest was.
It's a little shaky.
Yeah.
You've done well since.
Did you know we had to tape that first show, the guest thing, 3 times?
Oh, I believe that.
Mr. Freebie.
Yeah, I
just,
believe that. Yeah,
the
no
ultimate
question about
professional.
that. He's doing pretty well.
He is over there.
Yeah.
He's a little slow though. He just
Well, artists cannot be rushed.
That's right. And when you got happy trees, you gotta treat them nicely.
What's with that hair though?
I don't know. Isn't that something?
60s.
Well, here we are. It's you're out here, and as first guest, we get to play Would You Rather.
Would you rather?
And who is that singing?
I don't know.
That's me.
No, it's
Yeah, it is.
No,
I know. All right, now tonight, Jeff, would you rather
okay.
almost always have to sneeze or hit your funny bone every 15 minutes?
Almost have to sneeze.
So you like that sensation of always...
That is not as bad as knowing
Oh, that's true.
you're going to have the elbow.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'd have to go with the funny bone just because I don't think I'd want to walk around with that itch up my nose constantly.
It's anticipatory discomfort versus knowingly you're going to have discomfort.
Got a good point there. So how's your summer going?
Well, it's going well.
Having a lot of fun, getting out and doing a lot of things?
Going to a lot of Little League baseball games.
Right.
Going to a lot of that. Took a 2-week vacation, longest vacation I've had in 29 years.
Right. Now, your kids?
Riley plays Little League baseball. They're still playing, and he will get ready for football a couple weeks. So,
Right.
yeah. And then, of course, high school and Notre Dame, everything
Yeah.
else. So it's...
This is about the time it starts winding up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It winds up and then gets started again.
Right.
So it used to be you'd get a little bit of a break every now and then. There are no
Right.
breaks.
Right.
Like you.
I know.
There are no
always
breaks.
going, always
going.
on the move. Now, you've been doing sports now in Michiana alone for 30 years.
Yep.
And yeah, that's very
Thank you.
impressive.
Thank you.
Our station's only 30 years old.
Right.
And so how old are you?
I'm
That's
39.
a Chuck Freebie question.
39.
That's right.
39.
Chuck
I expect
Freebie
that
is
from
what?
Chuck.
Yeah, he's pushing 55, so
He's older than he looks.
right. Yeah. Now
He's younger than he acts.
you get to cover so many sports. This is a huge sports town. We're right here on the brink of Chicago. And we got Notre Dame right here. So we got sports all over the place. You cover it all. But what is your favorite sport to cover? I mean, do you have one, or is
Well, you'd have to kind of say Notre Dame football. I mean, you put
Right.
80,000 people in that stadium, and it's a lot of fun. It's electric. It's exciting. It's international base. It's
Right.
It's the pinnacle of what you do. That doesn't diminish any of the other things you do, but it's the biggie. It's the act with the tigers and lions. That's what you go to the circus to see. That's it.
right?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
big boy.
that's the big boy.
And does it still every time? Because you cover every game still. How many games have you covered?
Oh,
Just,
man.
I mean-
Close to 300.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
close to, not exactly, because we don't go on the road every week,
Right.
but a lot of them we do. It'd be close to 300.
Right.
Coming
And-
up on it.
And does it ever get boring for
No,
you? Or
never,
is it,
never.
Is it the students? Is it just the campus?
I think it's just the fact that it's part of a tradition.
Yeah.
And it is exciting, and it's what our viewers, I mean, that's number one.
Yeah.
That's what they want to see. That's what they want to know about, and they want to know everything about it that you can possibly give them. And that's interesting in that the Bears are, of course, very, very popular, and the Cubs. But even more so, the Bears are even more popular than both Chicago baseball teams.
Right.
This is a Bears town, as well as the Colts have done over the last couple of years. It's still a Bears town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even now Notre Dame right now. I mean, they're struggling for the past couple of years, but still, I mean, people flock. I mean, this like you said, it's the tradition of Notre Dame outweighs what the season reflects.
Yeah, the transitory down periods, they come, they go, but the interest is still there. I think the fact that, it's sold out every Saturday at Notre Dame Stadium, very few teams can say that, especially those that have a little bit down periods, and that's one of the barometers the people have to watch. Are you still filling that stadium?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when you got started in your early career, I mean, so now this is going back 30 years. Now, what really got you into broadcasting? Why sports for you? Why sports broadcasting for you?
I started in radio when I was like 16, and I remember the job interview.
Right.
Job interview was consisted of this: can you drive a car and can you read?
Right.
That was it. Boom.
See, well,
For
I would have
$1.10 an
failed
hour.
one of them.
Well,
so
First chancellor, $1.10 an hour.
Right.
How about that? And I'd been interested in sports. My dad was a very good football player in the town we grew up in. He was an athlete, and my mother was involved in TV and school teaching and drama and stuff like. So it was sort of a hybrid. And went to school at Notre Dame and just stayed here.
Now, growing up, did you play many sports? Or?
Yeah, all of them, everything,
Right.
everything
Now,
I could.
Heard you maybe coached a little bit too.
Coached, done some coaching.
Yeah, is that baseball? Or?
Baseball, coaching season at Notre Dame.
So
and
you
the
could have
youth
definitely
baseball.
went that route with your love for sports.
No, I don't think so.
No?
No. When that's what I wanted to do was to coach, and then I found out that they actually paid me to do what I do now.
Oh, yeah.
Vis-a-vis having to really work at coaching.
Right.
Easy decision.
Yeah.
But I've always kept the interest. Is that mine?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you.
By all means.
Yeah, I didn't want to
And
take the hose water.
I might have some pork rinds down here too. They've loaded us up here with a pork rind
You
endorsement.
got that segment on because this morning
Yeah.
I saw a feature piece they did on one of the morning shows. It was the world's largest pork rind.
Ooh, see,
it was
think,
scary.
I think
it
they might
was
want to.
scary.
They might want to send me around the country with that thing. And since I am now the national pork rind endorser, we're going to make joint appearances together.
Vanilla flavored pork rind.
Yeah, tasty, isn't it? And the
Yeah.
mayonnaise too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It was mayonnaise. It wasn't
Mayonnaise,
vanilla.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
hey,
sorry.
that's
There's one you can
know.
add.
I'll take that back
Yeah.
to them. And
There's
okay,
one you can
vanilla,
add.
right?
Vanilla pork rind.
French vanilla, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now, I mean, you've been doing TV now. Is it now when your radio career, is that the start of the 30, or just you've been in Michiana?
I've been in Michiana. This will be our 30th football season.
on television.
On television.
with WNDU.
Right.
Wow, that is
Yeah.
very impressive.
It's kind of unusual within the business which I work because, it's pretty much guys jump around from one market to another. But
Right.
it's gone so well here that why leave this area? I mean,
Right.
if it has what you like to do, there's no better place to raise a family, and that's how I look at it.
Right. Well, I mean, like I said, you're right here in South Bend, which is, I mean, you got Chicago right there, you got Indianapolis down there, you got Notre Dame here. It's really
There's never a lack of things to do. Let's put it that
right.
way.
Yeah. Now, how are the pro teams doing? I mean, the Cubbies,
They have fulfilled the Peter principle once again.
Yeah.
I still think they'll make the playoffs. I really
Right.
do. I think they'll make the wild card. The White Sox are a good team no one has ever heard about. I
Right.
mean, they flirted or been in first place all year and no one cares. I
Right.
mean, it's like a dark hole. Not a black hole yet, but a dark hole. And then you've got the Tigers have had a very interesting year, much better
Yeah.
than last, much better. You look at the NFL, the Bears are they are in a rebuilding phase.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got the Colts who I think very well could make the Super Bowl this year. They are that
wow.
good. They're
Yeah.
that good.
Well,
and
that's
Tony
a no.
Dungy is a fantastic coach.
Yeah, I do find it interesting that a lot of people from up here, though, are Bears fans.
Oh, the surveys we've done and the feedback we get, it's like it's as exciting as Indianapolis plays with,
Right.
with Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison and the success they've had. It's still Bears.
Right.
Bad Bears beats good Colts.
Right.
Yeah.
And even Bulls. But now, did we see the wane in
My
the...
man Pax.
Yeah.
John Paxson's he's the general manager now, and
Yeah.
it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while, but consider,
Yeah.
6 world championships.
Yeah,
the
that's
greatest
still-
the greatest athlete of our time, other than Ali.
Right.
You got a chance to see it.
Did a lot of fans leave Bulls after?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fans don't like to stick around with losing franchises.
Right.
That's sort of an immutable law of sports.
Right.
So
And also, Jeff, you have a boy, a Scott, over in the military.
he's back stateside now, but he
Oh, is
was
he?
in the military.
And he was over in
still is.
Iraq for how long?
He was in there 270 days in
Yeah.
the Marine Corps.
And how's he doing?
Pretty well. We went down to see him, and then he was surprised us because he drove back here, but he's doing well, and he has a lot of friends out there, and he's want everybody to know he's doing fine, and thanks for all the support they gave him while he was over there, and everybody else who served.
Well, they all deserve a big round of applause from everybody here. I do have one question for you. This is another
I know.
tough freebie.
See, you have to anticipate the source of
Right.
the questions.
That's right.
That's a segment. Anticipate the source of the question.
And I could sing that one too. Now,
You sang the other one better, though.
I
think.
know. But apparently during a Bears game, your coat
My
caught
coat
on
caught on fire.
Now tell
Yep.
us about
It
that.
was 1985. You want the whole story, don't you?
How long is it?
How long we got?
How much time we
We
got?
can do it. We'll get 30-second version. They're playing the Giants in the NFC Championship,
Okay.
and it is cold. I mean, it's bitterly cold. And behind the colonnades at Soldier Field, they have these huge, barrels
Mm-hmm.
that are, ablaze. People warming their hands.
Right,
You've seen
yeah.
that. Well, I go up there at halftime and get a bite to eat. It's, I go outside, and I turned, and as I did, the wind coming off the lake shifted one of these barrels, and it didn't touch my coat, but it was just close enough that it singed the back of it. I didn't even know it.
Right.
I mean, I could have been, a cinder. Finally, my photographer goes, that is exactly how you sound.
Right.
Your coat's on fire. We come back to South Bend, and that has been,
that's the story. This
it
is
will
from
never die.
1985.
It gets larger and larger every year thanks to the writer's embellishment of Freebie.
Right. Well, I almost called you Chuck. I apologize for that. Jeff?
Well, he's been on the show so many times.
He's our Tony Randall. We know he'll.
That's a good analogy.
In fact, we keep him back there.
Chuck's well alive.
Yeah, he's right
I like
back
your
there
poster,
if we need him.
I do like the poster of the boys.
Jeff,
thanks, Jake.
thank you
All right,
very
buddy.
much.